Hello, Pio Nation. I hope you are doing well tonight. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So here we are, folks. It is the season finale of our esports program for the spring 2023 semester. And I can't think of a better way to close out this season with a NACE Starleague Varsity Plus divisional finals match, as our Valorant team will be going up against Saint Xavier University for all the marbles. 1 second. Had to make sure that the game client was updated. But yes, it is updated. But yes, for all the marbles that we are here, we are getting things set up for this match. We have played against Saint Xavier earlier in the semester, and they did win 2-0, but that was then, and this is now. So we will see if the Pioneers are going to be able to take what they've learned. We saw last week that they were down match point 5-12 and came back to win 9 rounds in a row to take the series over Missouri State. So we'll see if we get similar action for you tonight. So first of all, let's go over who will be playing on the Valorant team for this finals. So we have here, just going to go through the list, our captain, freshman Walker Dale Wave playing. We will have sophomore Jazz Smith, Weenie Hutt Jr. We will have senior Artemis Strepinet's mom playing. We will have senior Spence Tenney Spence playing. And we will have freshman Ian Juanes McLovin on the roster. And of course, we have our head coach, Derek Games. But let's go over a couple of announcements while we are getting things set up in the lobby. So first, we do want to give a shout out to HyperX. They are the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They have provided our facility with keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones, great quality. All of our students are using for the matches. We're using their Quad X microphone in our broadcasting station. So hopefully hopefully the audio quality is good because it's HyperX peripherals. If you want to check out HyperX and see if it's the right peripherals for you, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen right now. It's only going to be up for a few more seconds because I got to move on to the next announcement. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. Every Tuesday is Marietta College night at their restaurant on Front Street in Marietta. So if you go there with your Marietta College ID, you will get a discount on food and drinks. They do have a Nintendo Switch available, so you can play games like Super Smash Bros., Mario Kart, and so forth. And they will air our matches that we have live on Tuesdays. And if we don't have a live match, then they'll play something from our YouTube channel. So you can go and watch some of our previous matches over there. So go check them out on Tuesdays, or any day of the week for that matter. We are also, we put this out on social media earlier the week, actually it was yesterday, that we are teaming up with the Alzheimer's Association, and we are going to be doing a 12-hour live stream this Sunday, April 23rd, as part of their longest day event. Now, technically the longest day is not going to be on April 23rd, but this is when we're going to be able to do it. But we are going to do a 12-hour streaming marathon to help support Alzheimer's Association. So you can see there, we're going to start at 9 a.m. Eastern time with some League of Legends, and then we're going to be playing some Psychonauts, some Super Smash Brothers, some Mario Galaxy, Elden Ring, and we're going to close it out with Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. So please be sure to come back on Sunday to watch all that. And you can help support. You can go to act.alz.org/go/Marietta Esports. You can go there right now and donate ahead of time if you want to. Our goal is to try to raise $1,000 to help the Alzheimer's Association. So please be sure to go over there and just help support the cause and join the stream on Sunday as we try to see if we can raise some funds to help them out. Of course, we are always looking for more students for our esports program. So we have our varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and of course, Valorant. So we have our dedicated facility here at the Gathering Place on campus. We have our dedicated coaches. So not only do we have Derek, but we also have dedicated coaches for our Rocket League and Rainbow Six teams. We do try to provide academic and wellness support because we want to make sure that our students are doing well in the classroom, and mental health is a very big deal in collegiate esports. So we want to try to make sure that we help promote things to improve mental health. And of course, scholarships are available for high school seniors and college transfers. So for more information, you can go to our Linktree, linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. It has links to all of our social media channels that you can follow. So if you're not following us on social media, I don't know what you're doing, why you're not doing it, but you can go there and follow us here on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok to be able to see all the things that are going on with our programs. So even though the semester is winding down, we may have some things planned during the summer. So you won't know if those are happening unless you follow us on social media to see all those things. But you can have the links are there on our link tree. You can also set up a Discord call if you want to talk to our head coach to learn more about our esports program. And then finally, I want to thank you all for your support. Thank you for your follows. Thank you for your subscriptions. It is the main source of our revenue to help support our students and our program, so it is much appreciated. If you're not in a position to be able to subscribe, please don't put yourself in any type of burden. But just as a reminder, if you do have Amazon Prime, then there is this thing called Prime Gaming, where if you connect a free Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, it gives you Prime Gaming, which gives you all sorts of perks, whether it's in-game items. So like in Valorant, for instance, you might get little keychain, little cosmetic items, or some games you might get like loot boxes or characters or skins or something. Or you might get a free game, depending on what's available. Or you get a free sub every month that you can use on any channel of your choice, including ours. So you can just say, I want to subscribe with Prime Gaming, and it gives us the revenue as if it were a regular subscription, and it gives you the benefit as if you paid for a subscription, but you didn't pay for that subscription. Now, what do you get for subscribing to our channel? Well, you get access to our VODs. We do upload all of our matches onto YouTube, but if you're an impatient person like I am, then and you want to watch them right away, then you can be sure to do that. Okay, so apparently I do need to restart my game because apparently it is acting up. So let me try to get this restarted here. This gives you plenty of time to subscribe to our channel. As I'm trying to get back on here. But okay, so apparently it pushed a brand new update. I updated like an hour ago. But anyway, as that's going on, so yeah, you get instant access to our VODs. You also get access to our emotes courtesy of our communication brand management department. You can see several examples right there. We are also working on some brand new emotes. I've seen a couple of sneak peeks. They look amazing. They're very expressive. So I think you're going to be very pleased with what's coming here. So once we have that ready, we will get that to you. So stay tuned for that. But you can only use those emotes if you are a subscriber to our channel. But all right, I am logging back in here. So we should be able to get started underway. So my apologies. I thought my game was updated, but apparently it was not. So we're just going to get back in here for a second. Then I can get the invite, and then we will get this game underway. It is a best of 3. I believe, I want to say the first one is Haven. I can't remember. Okay, there we go. Got the invite. Just got to do it. Accept it. And then let's make sure that I'm in here. Yeah, the first map is Haven. So I think we're good to go here. So now just gotta check to make sure everyone's ready. And I think everyone's ready. They were just waiting for me. So we should be starting here any second with this matchup. Looks like Marietta will be defending first, and Saint Xavier will be attacking. But all right. The ready checks are coming in. Marietta is ready. I think Saint Xavier is ready. So we are going to get things started right now. So here we go, folks. It is championship time. This is for everything. Marietta College versus Saint Xavier University. So let's see what agents are going to be coming out. We're going to see Wave already locking in that Omen. He's been playing that a lot this year. We see Weenie Hunt Jr. on the Killjoy. McLovin bringing out the Sage. Spence is going to bring out the Jet. He's been playing Jet quite a bit over the past few weeks. And Mom's going to bring out the Fade. And everyone's already ready to go. We're going to see Omen, Sova, Breach, Killjoy, and Jet coming out for Saint Xavier. So we see some very interesting composition here. It looks like Marietta's going with some comfort picks. And with Saint Xavier, I think what's going to be really interesting about the composition they have is they definitely have a lot of zoning potential, especially with Sova's, Breaches, and Killjoy's ults. So I can see them trying to possibly make a play, whether it's planting or defending the plant or something, but using those ultimates to utilize that. But Marietta will be defending first, so they will be buying. Of course, with Haven, the interesting mechanic with this is the fact there are 3 plant sites, so it is a little tricky on defense because you don't have necessarily as many people on any one site. But we are going to have that pistol round. Looks like McLovin's going to invest a little bit in some armor too. But all right, round has begun. And Spence is going to spot one. Does take a decent hit, but he's going to get healed back up by, I believe it was by McLovin. Yeah, throwing out a little bit of a heal. See Wave throwing out a couple smokes. And the drone's going to be coming out. And the Sage Ball. And we see the defense is up by Marietta, and that's going to force Saint Xavier to rotate around. Realizing that Site A is very well fortified. So it looks like that they're going to be looking at Site C possibly. So Weenie Hunt Jr. just kind of hanging out there. Although that bot is going to catch it. So that is going to signal that they are heading over there. So Weenie Hunt Jr. is going to have to fall back because the rest of the team is not there just yet. But Mob is going to take down the Killjoy. And Saint Xavier will start planting, and they will get that plant off. So now Marietta's going to have to go through, although that smoke has cleared, so that gives him an opportunity to possibly go through. But Wave is looking to flank from behind. Going to throw out a smoke. But Spence is going to take down the Jet. But Weenie Hunt Jr. is going to go, but so will Spence. Although Wave's going to take down one, there's only just the Omen that's left for Saint Xavier. Takes down Mom. But Marietta's going to have to make a play. And they do take him down, and they should be able to defuse with plenty of time to spare. So Marietta will take the first round. And that's the kind of momentum that you definitely want here, especially in a championship match like this. So that is going to give Marietta a chance to get some weapons here. So we'll see if they can capitalize on this power play. Meanwhile, Saint Xavier will have to still econ. So that way they can be at an advantage in round 3. Alright, round is started up. And this time, Saint Xavier may be looking at Site C right from the get-go. And just so everyone who's watching is aware, we are on a 3-minute delay. Just to make sure that there isn't any stream sniping going on or revealing any information in real time. Especially in a game like this, when it is a championship, we want to make sure that everything is by the rules. Saint Xavier is going to be planting very early from that. So now Marietta's has going to go in and retake the site. And they're not going to have a whole lot of time to do it either. That's going to be the challenge. And McLovin does go down. And Spencer's going to get one. Wave's going to get one. But Wave is going to fall. So now it's going to be up to the rest of the team. But Weenie Hunt Jr. gets one down, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
One enemy remaining.
And it's just a 2 versus 1. So now it's up to Mom, who does take down the breach. Just missed it. But should be able to defuse with just enough time to spare. And Marietta will get the round. Although the only challenge with that is that only Mom survived. So Marietta's not necessarily going to be able to fully buy. And we're getting a little bit of a spike here. I think we're getting a connection issue. Hopefully we'll be able to get back in here and it stabilizes very quickly. At least I hope so. Okay, I think it's stable now. But yeah, we're gonna see, because several of the Pioneers went down, it looks like they are gonna have to econ this one. Meanwhile, Saint Xavier is gonna be able to full buy. So Pioneers are gonna be at a little bit of a disadvantage going into this round. And we're gonna see Mom gonna get headshot by Jet. McLovin is gonna be looking to put a wall right there, but that's not where Saint Xavier is gonna go. In fact, it looks like they're gonna rotate over to possibly Site A. I think Spence knows that someone's there. Does see the drone. Gets caught it. He is going to try to take him out, but isn't able to do so. Wave tries to make a play, but he's going to go down. McLovin takes down one, but does not get the other. So it's just Winnie Hunt Jr. that's left in a 1v4.
Spike planted.
So there's not going to be a whole lot that Winnie Hunt Jr. can do. Yeah, just gets picked from the side. So Saint Xavier will take that round. But since Marietta did econ, they should be able to full buy here. Yeah, everyone's able to full buy, although it looks like Wave had to spend everything. So this is going to be a very important round for the Pioneers. And not only just to win the round, but just to try to not lose some players.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Because you're even seeing that, despite the fact that Marietta did win the first 2 rounds, Saint Xavier actually already has ult ready for their Omen, already for Breach as well. So they're starting to get some of their ults online. Right now, Marietta is just kind of checking as many angles as they can. Lovett's going to pop the wall there. And Spence is going to get taken down by St. Xavier's Jet. Does take a lot of damage, but that's still a person down. And Wave is going to be bringing out the smoke. McLovin catches 1, catches 2. It's going to fall back. Actually catches 3. Wave takes down the other 2, and Marietta secures the round, only losing 1. That is a huge, huge round there for the Pioneers. McLovin was very patient in that round. Wave kind of started it off, and then McLovin able to take down 2 and then take down the Sova. So now Marietta has 3 ultimates ready with a 4th almost to go. Although, looks like St. Xavier does have several ultimates ready themselves. So I think we're going to start seeing some signature ability usage in this round.
Get out of my way!
And there we go. There comes the Jet ult for St. Xavier. So Marietta is going to have to respect that. Spence is going to try to fire through there, but no one is over there, so just not going to catch anyone. We'll reload. But St. Xavier is going to be looking to rotate over. And Wave gets a huge headshot on the Omen.
Off your feet.
And there comes the Breach ult.
Not ready yet.
Throws out the smoke. And he's going to teleport from behind. Takes down the Killjoy. But he's going to fall to Jet. St. Xavier is playing, but Spencer's going to take down Jet. Has to fall back. So the spike is planted, but it is a 2v3. Bomb takes down 1. Spence falls, but Winnie Hunt Jr. is going to get the kill, and Marietta will defuse the spike. with 3 Pioneers still alive.
Oh, no, you don't deserve my inventions.
So despite Marietta losing 1 person early on, the Pioneers were able to respond. And I don't think Marietta had to use any ultimates for that. It was just Jet and Breach for Saint Xavier. And Marietta is up 4-1.
Turn out.
I mean, this is one of those games where momentum can swing at any point. Right now, it's in the Pioneers' favor. But things can change at an instant. We see Saint Xavier is looking at site B, it looks like, but... And it looks like they might have spot one. Omen's is going to come, Smoke's going to come out. Leading Head Jr. does go down, though. And Saint Xavier is able to plant the spike. Omen, Wave does take down Omen. But Spence is going to fall. Mom takes out the bot. But right now it is a 3v4. Drone gets taken out. But now Marietta's going to have to start moving because they are running out of time. And it's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's just Wave that's left. Takes down 1. Gets 2. Teleports from behind. Takes down the 3rd, but does he have enough time to defuse? I don't know if he has enough time. No, he did not have enough time, unfortunately. So he took down all of them, but just needed like another second or two. So it is now 4-2. Once again, we're not seeing signature abilities being used. And we're seeing Spence might be econing a little bit. Or maybe he's going to utilize his ultimate. Yes, he is going to pop his ultimate for this. Meanwhile, Saint Xavier is going to be looking at possibly Site A. The Wave is going to teleport up top.
Here.
And we're going to see the Omen ult coming out for Saint Xavier. And now we're going to see the Killjoy ult coming out for Saint Xavier. And Spence is going to get picked, and so will Wave. So Spence not really able to utilize his ultimate. And Saint Xavier is going to use that Killjoy ult to secure planting the spike. And we're going to see the Fade ult coming out. And it's just a bunch of trades left and forth, but Saint Xavier is going to take that round. And that was just well executed by Saint Xavier. So we saw they used several ultimates there to secure. Marietta only used 1. And then they were able to get the picks that they needed. So it is 4-3. Marietta up by 1. But starting to see that momentum kind of slipping a little bit in St. Xavier's favor, because we see Marietta is not able to full buy here. So they'll have to do like a partial buy. McLovin's having to econ a little bit. So Marietta's going to have to be a little careful, because this is where it can be very easy to kind of fall into a multi-round slump if they're not careful. Wave is just kind of keeping an eye on things, but seems like St. Xavier is not going to be buying it, so they're going to rotate around.
There.
Yeah, they're going to be rotating over to Site C, and they're going to find that no one is over there. So they're going to go straight over and plant at Site C. And Wave gets taken down. And Mom was taken down while using an ability. This is where Marietta is going to have a little bit of trouble trying to get over to the site. Spence is going to try to look for an opportunity, but Spence is going to get caught, and it's just Winnie Jr. and Saint Xavier will tie it up for a piece.
We got this.
So we're going to see Saint Xavier is taking the last 3 rounds. And that Breach ultimate is available, as well as Sova. But Marietta still not using any of their ultimates. But now we see Marietta is going to be able to full buy. But this is going to be a very important round. Because when we take a look at the econ for the Pioneers, they need to get this round. Otherwise, they're going to have to econ again. And McLaughlin's going to get headshot very early in the round, and that's going to scream go mode for Saint Xavier. Saint Xavier will start to plant using the smokes.
Spike planted.
And Wave is going to get picked off. And so we know Junior, but Mom's going to be able to take down one.
No charges left.
Spence knows that the breach is there.
Last player standing.
And it's just going to be Spence that's left. And gets taken down by the breach, so Saint Xavier will take the lead for the first time tonight. And now Marietta's in a very rough spot. They're going to have to econ this round. Or at least partial buy. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Keep up.
So there's still 3 rounds before swapping.
Get out of my way.
And we're going to see the Jet ult coming out immediately for Saint Xavier. And Marietta's looking to play very, very aggressive. So despite being a little bit outgunned, they're going to be pushing forward. So a lot of chaos going on in the middle, but Saint Xavier's going to use this opportunity to rush over to Site A. But Wave is going to catch Omen. But Saint Xavier is going to get the spike plant. Spence does get taken down. And the Sova ult is coming out. Weenie Hunt Jr. falls.
Your duty is.
And McLovin will use the ultimate that gets Spence back up.
I'll find you.
But now Marietta's going to have to start moving in. They're trying to draw out Mom's attention. He goes down, but now Marietta's going to start moving in. But Wave's going to fall. Spence gets one. And he's going to start trying to defuse, but does not get it halfway, and Saint Xavier will take the round.
Area's clear.
So it was a good attempt with the partial buy to try to push in, but it just was not enough. And we saw several ultimates being used there by the Pioneers. Yeah, St. Xavier's now up 6-4.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
But Marietta has mostly full bots here. So we will see how they handle this one.
Turn out.
Right now, a little bit split, but McLovin's going to pop the wall. And I think Wave knows that someone's there.
Blinding.
But he's going to throw out a smoke himself. And teleport into the smoke. Takes a hit though and does go down. Meanwhile, McLovin trying to get himself healed back up because taking a couple hits himself. But he's going to fall to Omen. And now Saint Xavier is going to start collapsing. Although Spence does get one down.
Spike planted.
And Mom's going to take down Sova. So it is now a 3v3. And Spence spots out the breach, takes him down. Spence gets a 3K, taking down the Jet. So it's just Omen that's left. Spence is going to... Spence does take it down with the 4K. And he will be able to disable the spike in time.
Was that important?
So that is exactly what Marietta needs to get into this round. It is the last round before the swap. Marietta has 3 ultimates ready, and right now it is just the breach ult up for Saint Xavier. So this is the time for Marietta to pop what they got. And I think Marietta's mostly going to be able to full buy. Although Wave, yeah, he's not going to be able to full buy this one. So this is going to be a huge round if Marietta can tie this up going into offense. Because we saw last week that there was definitely some struggles with defense, and Marietta does very well on offense. So if they can get this to 6-6 swapping sides, that's going to put them in really good position. So right now, everyone's just kind of covering all the sites. Saint Xavier is looking to rotate. It's just a matter of where. Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be eyeing sites C. And McLovin is going to get spotted. And he's going to get taken down. So the rest of the Pioneers are going to fall in. Spence pops his ultimate, does take down Brimstone Breach with it. And Mom's gonna pop his ultimate. Wave gets a 3K, so it's just one left. Gets a 4K, and they will take the round, tying it up to 6-6.
Watch them run.
Just like that.
Switching sides.
Now Marietta will be on
Strike
attack.
points. If one link breaks, the rest will follow.
So despite the fact that Saint Xavier was able to take 5 rounds in a row, Marietta was able to take the last 2. And now it's tied up 6 apiece. We are in the pistol round. Marietta is going to be on offense. So let us see how they do this. So far, I mean, we're already seeing a huge improvement to how things went against Saint Xavier the last time. I believe the final scores were, I want to say 5-13 and 6-13. Don't quote me on that. I had to pull up the stats.
Shadows traveling.
So now we're going to see Marietta looking to go over to Site C. But Wave is going to get taken down. But Spence is going to be able to take down Killjoy. Killjoy getting a 2K there.
Here.
So that is going to put Marietta at a disadvantage. But McLovin going to be able to take down the Omen. So it's now 3-piece. And Marietta is going to get the spike planted. So now it's a matter of can they defend. They're going to fall back a little bit just to kind of keep an eye on the spike. And look for any possible flanks. So we're going to see the breach concuss coming out. But it does take down Weenie Hut Jr.
Player standing.
And now it's just going to be up to McLovin. Gets one, but it's not going to be enough. And Saint Xavier will be able to defuse. Yeah, I mean, it was a good strategy to kind of fall back a little bit. But the that breach ability definitely messed them up. So now Marietta will have to econ. And Saint Xavier will be able to get the power play. So we'll see if Marietta can take down several from Saint Xavier to give them the advantage going to the next round. Yeah, it looks like Marietta is going to be eyeing Site A. for this round. And they're going to go in as a 5 stack. Or actually, no, they're going to split at this point. And Wave gets taken down immediately. And that's going to force Weenie Hut Jr. to fall back. And Marietta is looking to fall back just because of those smokes. McLovin's going to be just checking out Site B. He's going to see the bots and have to fall back. $50 seconds remain in the round. So Spence is going to be trying to move in. But once again, Spence gets concussed.
30 seconds left.
And Mom is going to get taken down, and so will Spence. So it's just Weenie Hut Jr. that remains. And that's going to be a flawless round for Saint Xavier. That is not what the Pioneers need. Because Saint Xavier's econ is going to be in pretty good shape. But Marietta will be able to full buy. But it is now 8-6. So Marietta is going to have to find a couple of rounds here to get back into it. But yeah, they're able to full buy, but they have to get this round. Otherwise, we see how many credits they have remaining. Their econ's going to run into issues if they don't take this one. And we're going to see Wave's got the fall back. Spence takes down one. And he gets blind and takes down one himself. But yeah, we're seeing that Saint Xavier was looking to collapse onto Wave. And the fact that they only lost one is really impressive. McLovin's trying to hold, gets one, but he's going to fall himself. But Marietta will get the spike planted in the meantime, so it is a 3v2. So now Spence is going to be rotating around. And I just have to keep an eye on Site A. Trying to keep all the visuals. Mom's going to spot, gets concussed. So he's going to try to rotate around. But Mom is going to fall. Spence is going to fall back.
One enemy remaining.
And Weenie Hut Jr. takes down one and takes down the other. So Weenie Hut Jr. with the 2K to secure the round for the Pioneers. That's exactly what they need to get back in this game. So it is 7-8, a 1-round difference. It has been back and forth. It doesn't get much closer than this, folks. So now everyone will be able to full buy. Actually, no. Wave is not going to be able to get full armor. And I'm not sure if Mom is going to be able to get a better one. No, he's got a good weapon. It's just Wave is not going to have as much armor. So he's going to have to be a little bit careful. He gets concussed. And he's going to get taken down early on, which is going to be a challenge for the Pioneers. Well, Spence is just keep an eye on Site B. Mom and Weenie Hut Jr. are kind of keep an eye on Site C.
Where are you?
But Weenie Hut Jr. is going to get taken down, and so will Mom. So that's already 2 down for the Pioneers. So that 2K from Omen definitely being a problem. Now they're going to be rotating back. 40 seconds remain. And I think McLovin's going to rotate back over to Site A.
You will not kill my ally.
And will use the ultimate to get Wave back up.
30 seconds left.
But Spence is going to go down. And Marietta will get the spike planted, but it is now a 2v4. So that is going to be a challenge. And Wave does go down, so it is just McLovin that's left. And McLovin's going to get spotted. Yeah, and he tried to, but it's just not going to be enough. Saint Xavier will take that round. I mean, it was a good attempt, but just some of those early kills can definitely hinder the offense. So it is now 7-9. And we're going to see Marietta is going to go econ this round. Just, yeah, they don't have a whole lot of credits to work with. May look at a partial buy. Yeah, they're going to have to partial buy this round.
Bring them down.
Let's see, I'm throwing out the Prowler. And that's going to definitely attract a lot of attention. So they're
Get
going
out of my way.
There we see Spence popping the ultimate. And Spence tried to use the ultimate, but just was not able to take down the Killjoy. But McLovin takes down Omen. I was going to rotate around, kind of in a little bit of a gunfight, using his ability. But he's going to go down. So it's now 3-4, 40 seconds remain. Beating Heart Jr. is going to fall over to Site A. And will get that spike planted, but going to have to be careful. And Wave takes down Sova. And Jet gets concussed, but it's going to get taken down. So now it's a 2v2. And we're going to see the Killjoy ult coming out for Saint Xavier, but it gets taken down by McLovin. So now they're going to start moving in.
Last player standing.
But now it's just up to...
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, McLovin gets a great pick there, and that might be enough to delay the clock. He gets the kill. He's going to pay for it, but it doesn't matter. Marietta will take the round. That one kill was huge to stop the defuse. So it is now 8-9. And Marietta will be able to full buy. And we're going to see the Killjoy and Omen ult ready for the Pioneers, but 3 ultimates are ready to go for Saint Xavier. And they're going to immediately pop the Jet ult and the Omen ult. And we saw Omen looking to make a quick play on the Pioneers, but not able to get anything.
Here.
So obviously Marietta will rotate around. Smoke's going to come out to deny Spence's vision. But the rest of the team is going to be looking at Site C.
I'll find you.
And it gets taken out so they know that someone's there. Now 50 seconds remaining. Marietta's going to rotate around once again. Maybe trying to keep an eye on Site B. We see a little bit of a gunfight, and Wave is going to be able to take down the Sova. And it's going to fall back. And this may be Marietta's opportunity to try to take Site B. Spence takes down the breach, and they're going to start planting. And they do plant at Site B. But Wave's going to get taken down by Killjoy. But Weenie Hut Jr. takes down Killjoy as a refrag. Spence is going to get picked off, but Mom takes down the Omen, so it's just Jet that's left. And Jet gets spotted by Mom.
Bring them down.
And that Prowler is a huge hit there, and McLovin was able to get the kill, and it's a team ace for the Pioneers. We're tying up 9 rounds apiece, everyone. And we're going to see that Saint Xavier is going to have to partial buy this time. Meanwhile, Marietta is able to full buy, so they are going to have the econ advantage for this one. And they still have 2 ultimates ready. Saint Xavier is looking to make an aggressive play, but Marietta is going to rotate around over to Site C. Meanwhile, Spence is going to check to see if there is any flanking from behind, but he's going to fall back. Or fall with the team, and he does have the spike, so he's got to move over. And Marietta is going to be looking to plant, but Weenie Hut Jr. is going to be like, oh, hello! But Spence is going to be able to take down 1, and Weenie Hut Jr. is still alive. And Marietta is going to be fighting for control of the site. Weenie Hut Jr. does fall, but Spence is going to get 1. But Spence is going to get taken down, but Mom's going to take down 1, and McLovin gets the remaining 1, and Marietta will take the lead. So a lot just happened there. So Saint Xavier tried to rush towards the team, but they were rushing over to Site C at the same time. They were going to take the site. Weenie Hut Jr. goes to scout a little bit, and it's like, oh, there's all 5 of you. I don't know how she didn't go down there. But then just with a bunch of quick picks back and forth, that Marietta was able to secure it. But now Saint Xavier is going to be able to full buy on this one. And we're starting to see some ultimates come online. And we're already seeing a very quick aggressive play there by Saint Xavier. Takes out the bot. Meanwhile, Wave is checking. Does see the Sova. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was the Breach, not the Sova.
You should run.
But now we're going to see the Killjoy ult coming out for Weenie Hut Jr. And that's going to zone everything. But the Sova ult's going to be coming out to try to disrupt the Pioneers. But the spike does get planted. Spence is going to catch 2. So he's going to fall back knowing that they're up there. So it looks like he's just going to jump down. Breach ult's going to come out. And lots of kills left to the right. Spence gets 1, but he's going to fall down.
Bomb grenade out.
Wave takes down 1. Gets 2. He's going to throw out the smoke. And I think Marietta might have delayed long enough, and they're going to be able to hold. Wave is going to be the sacrificial lamb to make sure it doesn't get picked off, but the Pioneers will take another round.
They look like us, but are they us? I have so many questions.
And a timeout is being called by Saint Xavier. So we just see the momentum is going into Marietta's favor. The fact that Saint Xavier had to call the timeout, so they're going to have to regroup and talk things over. But the thing is, anything can happen. Yes, the Pioneers are 2 rounds away from taking game 1, but we have seen huge streaks before. Like we said earlier, last week, the Pioneers were at match point, down 5-12, and Missouri State only needed 1 round to win, and Marietta was able to win 9 rounds in a row to not only get into overtime, but to take the first overtime round and the second to even secure their spot in the finals. So they have to maintain their focus. They do have 2 ultimates available. They are able to full buy. So they need to utilize their ults properly so then they can get this round and get into match point. The timeout is about to expire. So let's see what the Pioneers are going to do here. So Marietta is going to be looking at Site A, they full bot. And Saint Xavier is mostly full bot. Their Omen is not going to be able to have a full shield. The round has begun. So everyone's being very patient. And there's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Suspense is going to fall, but Mom is going to get the refrag. Marietta is taking their time.
You will not kill
And
my
McLovin's going to use the ult to bring back Spence. And Winnie Jr. is... I don't know what's going on here. But it's going to be several from behind there. Winnie Jr. is going to get the refrag, but it is just kills left and right. I've lost track of what's going on. Winnie Jr. is going to plant the spike. It is 3-2. Throwing out a couple gadgets, but they're going to fall back here.
Alarm bot out.
They're going to just kind of check the site there.
I'll find you. Mark one.
But they are going to see that they are over there. And they're going to start defusing. And Mom was able to take down one. But Winnie Jr. falls. And McLovin's going to take him down. Mom, what were you doing? Why are you running over to the spike when it's about to explode? That was an unnecessary death. Come on, Mom. But it is now map point for the Pioneers. They have won the last 5 rounds in a row. So this is huge. They are able to full buy. Saint Xavier mostly can full buy, but not getting the full armor they need. And they still have the Jet and Fade ults. But right now, Saint Xavier does not have any ults available. So Spence is checking, pops the ult. Did spot the Sova, but will retreat. So Marietta playing very patient, very slow.
Here.
Wave is going to be moving in.
Face your
The Fade ult's going to become out, but he's going to get taken down. Winnie Jr. is going to get the refrag, though. And Spence with a huge 2K. So they're going to start planting. With just 2 left for Saint Xavier. McLovin gets 1. He does not get the other, so there's just 1 left for Saint Xavier. Silva's going to throw out the arrow. And Mom's going to take him down. And Marietta will take game 1. Yeah. And so with that, Marietta does take game 1 of this best of 3 finals. Where did I go? Where am I? There I am. I don't know why the camera did it. But yes, as a reminder, this is the NACE Starleague divisional, varsity plus divisional finals. And Marietta took the first one 13-9. Wade finishing at the top 22-17-10. Spence with 20-27. McLovin at 18-15-8, Mom 12-13-13, and Winnie Jr. at 9-15-7. But yeah, the Pioneers played so well there. I mean, just looking at it, they took the first 2 rounds. Saint Xavier was where they worked their way back, but Marietta was able to kind of go back and forth. Saint Xavier taking 5 rounds in a row to not only tie up but take the lead. Marietta clutches it out at the end of that first half, swapping over. Saint Xavier starting to take the lead, but it was back and forth. But Marietta on offense, 6 rounds in a row to take that round. They are playing so well on offense. But we are going to take a small break. But when we come back, the map will be split. But yeah, don't go away. You are watching Marietta College Esports. All right, and welcome back. We are getting things set up for game 2. It is going to be on split. Marietta will be defending first once again. So as we saw in the first map, defense has been a little bit of a struggle for the Pioneers, but if they can hold very well going into attack, then we'll see if they can close this out. While we are waiting for all the ready checks to come in, I'm just going to throw out a quick reminder that on Sunday we are going to have our 12-hour live stream where we will be supporting the Alzheimer's Association. So they have their campaign, The Longest Day, where usually on the first day of summer, they do a big event where they try to raise funds to help support, help treat Alzheimer's. Obviously, April 23rd is not the first day of summer, although I know our students and faculty are just counting down the days, hours, minutes, and seconds until the semester's over and summer begins for them. But on Sunday, we'll be streaming starting at 9 a.m. A variety of games to see if we can raise some funds. Our goal is to raise $1,000 for the Alzheimer's Association. So please be sure to join us on Sunday. In fact, if you want to get an early start, you can donate ahead of time by going to atc.alz.org/go/Marietta Esports. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be streaming some League of Legends, some Psychonauts, some Smash Brothers, some Mario Galaxy, some Elden Ring, and then we're going to close it off with some Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. I may or may not be the one that's closing out the stream there. But either way, it's going to be a great time. So please be sure to come join us on Sunday. And like I said before, we'll try to do some other events during the summer as well. May not be as frequently as our matches here, but please be sure to stay tuned to our social media channels for any streaming events and other activities going on during the summer months. But all right, I'm waiting for the ready checks to see if everyone's good to go. I'm not seeing anything just yet. Like I said earlier, the map will be split. So Marietta was able to chose Haven for game 1, and Saint Xavier chose split for game 2. So we're just going to be waiting to see once everyone's good to go. I might have said that we're back a little prematurely, but that's okay. I hope you guys are having a great time. It is the last match for the spring 2023 season, and I can't think of a better way to close out the season with a NACE Starleague Varsity Plus divisional finals. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better way than to close it out with a championship match. As we said earlier, the Pioneers did play against Saint Xavier earlier on in the semester, and Saint Xavier did win that 2-0, but now the Pioneers are up 1-0. So now we're just waiting for everyone to get back and be ready. Looks like everyone is in the lobby. So now I'm just waiting for any ready checks, but I'm not seeing anything in the chat. But Marietta is saying they're ready now. As soon as I say that, now something pops up. So Marietta is ready to go. So now we're just waiting to see if Saint Xavier is ready, and then if so, then we will get this underway. But chat, we are one game away from taking the championship. If you think they can do it, give them your energy. I see all of you over there, because they played so well in game 1. Like, it was definitely back and forth, but when push came to shove, they really closed it out there in that first game. Still waiting for Saint Xavier to be ready to go. So not so sure. I'm going to go swap over to the Be Right Back screen. We're not going to be right back. We'll just swap over here real quick just so you guys see the breakdown. So it was 13-9. Okay, so it looks like St. Xavier still needs a second here. At least that's what we're seeing in the chat. So they're not ready just yet. Probably still talking things over, trying to come up with their strategy, which is fine. I mean, we're not in any immediate rush. Yeah, we're just kind of chill here for a second, and we will try to get things underway very soon. But yeah, I'm just gonna guess it. They're just gonna talk things over. And I've already given all of my announcements earlier in the stream, so I don't know what else I should be talking about. How are you guys doing? I know I'm on a 3-minute delay, so you're gonna see that hear that question 3 minutes after I ask it. But I hope you guys who are watching right now are having a great time. This is a good opportunity where if you have not followed us on any of our social media channels, that this is the time to do that. Where you can follow us here on Twitch or on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, all at Marietta Esports. We do have a TikTok. We haven't really used it. I mean, I'm an older millennial. I don't know how to use TikTok. I need to have my students teach me how to do it. But hopefully we can put some like stuff on there. But you can follow us on all those channels, so that way you know everything that is going on with our program. If you haven't subscribed using Prime Gaming, this will be the time that you can do that as well. So there's plenty of things that you can do while we're waiting for the game to start. But now it looks like Saint Xavier is ready to go, and we have started up. So let's get in here. We are on split. Marietta College up 1-0. If they take this, they will close out the series and the championship. If Saint Xavier takes it, we will go to map 3. And we are seeing Saint Xavier has already locked into their agents. They know exactly what they want to play. And we are seeing some interesting picks here. I'm not going to say what they are just yet, because I don't know if the Pioneers are aware of it. I mean, I don't think they can hear me through the broadcasting room, but I'm just going to play it safe. But we're going to see a very similar composition coming out for the Pioneers in here. The difference is Winnie Hut Jr. bring out the Rays, and McLovin is going to play the Killjoy. But we're going to see the Astra Sage, KO, and Cypher and Rays come out. Interesting composition here, actually, by Saint Xavier. I mean, the Cypher pick is a very interesting choice. I find Cypher an interesting agent. Just trying to get a lot of intel. But, all right, here we go. It is the pistol round. Marietta will be on defense first. Everyone's getting anything set, but it looks like Saint Xavier is going to be eyeing Site A and just kind of going a full-on assault. And Wave is going to spot that and is going to get a pick onto the kill. Gets a 2K through the smoke. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, Winnie Hunt Jr. is going to take down Rays. And that's 3 already down for Saint Xavier, and they're going to be falling back. It looks like they're going to rotate around. So now the Pioneers will also rotate. Looks like Minha Jr. and Mom are going to be, as a group, maybe try to see if anyone goes through that middle corridor.
Where are you?
And Mom takes a hit and is going to have to fall back, but does a little bit of damage to the Sage. And Winnie Jr. takes down the Cypher. So it's just the Sage that's left. And McLovin's going to take him down. And Pioneers will take first round without dropping a person. And that is a strong start there for the Pioneers. All starting off with Waves 2K through the smoke. Like, oh my goodness. So now Marietta needs to capitalize on this power play.
Turn out. Placing swarm grenade.
So getting all the gadgets out.
Placing swarm grenade.
So this time, Saint Xavier maybe looking at the middle here. Spence does get suppressed. And takes a big hit by the grenades. Has to fall back to stay alive. And Mob is going to get taken down. That is not what you need. Mob might have gotten us a little too greedy. And Wave is going to get taken down. So that's already 2 down for the Pioneers. But McLovin gets 2. Takes a hit. But gets 3 before going down. But it is still just Winnie Hunt Jr. that's left. Winnie Hunt Jr. does take down 1. And now it's just a 1v1 with the Sage. Throws out that little boom bot buddy. Not going to spot anyone.
Satchel out.
Doesn't see anyone, but is going to start running out of time. So it needs to start defusing.
Impressive wiring.
I don't, yeah. See, I don't know what was going on there because there was a lot of opportunities to try to sneak the take, and that actually gave Sage an opportunity to take a big weapon. So now it's tied up a 1 apiece, and that means Saint Xavier is going to be able to full buy. And actually, Sage didn't have to buy the weapon because they were able to take it, but yeah, if Winnie Hunt Jr. knew where Sage was, probably would have been able to sneak defusing the spike. So Marietta will have to econ this round. You see Spence bringing out the... He's going to actually fall back. Takes a hit. And has to get away from the grenade. Takes another big hit. And Spence is going to go down. And McLovin's going to get taken down. And so does Mob. And Saint Xavier is taking advantage of their weapon advantage.
Planted.
Wade does get 1 kill, but he's going to fall, so it's just Winnie Hunt Jr. that's left. And then does get taken down by Cypher, so that round is going to go to Saint Xavier, so now they're up a round.
Sorry.
Now Marietta will be able to full buy. But we're going to see their econ is in a bit of a pickle. Saint Xavier econ doing very well because they only lost 1 during the past couple, well, the last round.
Placing swarm grenade.
Alarm bot out.
But they're going to have to just not be super greedy. Wave was just peeking around to see if anyone rotates over there. And Spence is going to get a huge pick onto Raze early on. And Wave gets a great headshot on Astra, and I didn't even see that. I'm looking for things to happen, and other things are happening across the map. But already Marietta is at a 2-person advantage. It seems like Saint Xavier is going to use this opportunity to rotate over to back to Site A. They were kind of looking at it, thinking Marietta will rotate, and now they're going to stick around. I think they're going to catch a grenade. Does go out. So Winnie Jr. is going to fall back. Winnie Jr. gets a great pick. And Wave gets 1, but there's just 1 remaining. But Spence is going to fall. So now it's just KO that's left for Saint Xavier. And they're going to try to make a beeline over to Site B. And Mom does take him down, so Marietta will secure the round, only dropping 2. So they do tie it up. Wave already has his ultimate ready, although we do see Cypher for Saint Xavier also has ultimate ready, but a couple others are about to come online soon. But now we're going to see Marietta at the econ advantage, kind of forcing a full buy from Cypher. So they could put his econ in jeopardy if Marietta is able to take this round. So this is a good spot for the Pioneers if they can get this round.
Swarm grenade out.
McLaughlin's got to fall back because St. Xavier is rotating around as a group. Nia Jr. throws the grenade and the bomb buddy, and we'll have to fall back. Well, Mom throws out the Prowler, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. And Cypher takes down Mom. Spence gets some hits in, and Spike does get planted over at Site A. Right now it's a 3v4, although the Cypher for St. Xavier is low on health. Wave is going to slowly rotate up, but Wave gets a great pick.
Blinding.
Throws out the smoke. Spence gets one down. So it's just Wave versus 2. He gets 1. And he's going to have to start defusing.
What's another death?
He gets it, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. So he's going to just hightail it out of there. And he still doesn't survive. So he gets the kills, but just does not get the doesn't get the round. So St. Xavier will take the lead, and that's exactly what St. Xavier wants. So now Marietta is going to have to econ this round, and meanwhile St. Xavier has 4 ultimates ready to go. So right now, the name of the game for the Pioneers is just to see how many they can eliminate just because of the econ round. St. Xavier can be very patient, slowly working their way through. And Spence deals a lot of damage over to St. Xavier. And Sage is going to try to heal something back up. And McLovin's going to get that ult point. And maybe use it as a defense mechanism for Site A, but no, it's going to actually fall back. So right now, St. Xavier is kind of hovering over Site A, and Marietta is not aware of it. The Astra ult comes out. And the KO ult as well. So they are using 2 of their ultimates. And McLovin tries to make a play, but does get taken down. So now St. Xavier will plant the spike. So Spence and Mitchell just got to fall back a little bit. Wave takes down 1. Takes down 2. Mom goes down.
Cover going out.
Smoke gets thrown out. But now the rocket comes out, but Weenie Jr. takes down 1. Wave gets 1, but does not get the Sage. And despite the fact that that is an interesting choice to use the ultimate to bring KO up there, probably just to try to get some extra something, but despite the fact that Marietta had a disadvantage with their guns, the fact that they were able to take down 4 was really good. So now they're going to full buy, and most of St. Xavier is able to full buy. So this is a good position where even though Marietta's down by 2, if they can get this round, they're right back in this. So it's still 2-4. And St. Xavier actually had to use 2 of their ultimates, despite the fact that Marietta was outgunned. But We did see one ultimate being used by Winnie Hunt Jr., but they still have a couple ultimates available this time. Wave is still going to kind of keep an eye over by Site A. I was going to be holding that middle section.
Where are you?
So Spence and we're going to be hanging out there. Spence gets one. And gets the raise very low in health too. Winnie Hunt Jr. takes a hit, throws out some grenades.
30 seconds left.
And Wave is going to go down. That's going to give Saint Xavier the opportunity to press forward. And they're going to get that spike planted. And the Raise Rocket does come out. But Winnie Hunt Jr. does fall. And Mom is going to fall. So it's just McLovin that's left in a 1v4. And he goes down. And a very strong round there by Saint Xavier. So far, for every round that Marietta has taken, Saint Xavier has taken 2 or 3. So that's 3 rounds in a row for Saint Xavier. And Marietta is going to be forced to econ heavily. So that is not the round that Marietta wanted. They lost a lot of their gunfights.
Placing sentry. We can push them back.
Let me see, Mom maybe doing a bit of a force buy. And Wave is playing aggressive, falling back a little bit, trying to get a little bit of scouting. Yeah, and Wave tries to make a play, but he goes down. And now Mom's going to be in a tough spot. Tries to fire with the sniper, doesn't get it. He gets taken down from the side. So Saint Xavier has complete control of Site A.
Spike
And
planted.
Marietta is going to struggle to retake with just 3 up. And Spence is going to get taken out with a headshot. And McLovin dodges the tripwire.
Last player standing.
Takes down one, but doesn't get the other. So McLovin is only able to kill one.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make
So
sure
Marietta
to
will be able to
our
full buy,
covers.
but that's still 4 rounds in a row by Saint Xavier. So Marietta needs to find an opportunity to get back into this. They haven't used any ults yet, which kind of makes sense since they have been behind on there. So trying to use an ult might not be advantageous.
Turn out.
But I think this is going to be that kind of make or break moment where Marietta needs to start making some plays, not getting caught. So we're just going to just keep an eye over on Site A. Everyone's just kind of holding their angles. McLovin maybe trying to look to see if anyone peeks. Not going to find anyone just yet. And Wave takes down one, but he's going to fall. And that is going to be a decoy. Because they're going to find out that the spike did get planted over by Site B. Now Marietta is going to try to find a way to move in. And the Killjoy ult is going to be coming out for McLovin.
There.
And Weenie Jr. is going to get caught. And it was just a massacre by Saint Xavier. Just taken out one by one. They were not looking before crossing the street. And they got ran over hard. So now it is 2-7. All the momentum in Saint Xavier's favor. Marietta is going to have to do a partial buy. But they need to find a way to get some rounds. And McLovin gets a great quick pick onto the Rays. Spence gets blind, has to fall back to the side. And it looks like they're going to be trying to chase Saint Xavier, teleporting over. And Spence is going to get one, but he's going to fall. And Weenie Jr. is going to take one. But we're just seeing kills left and right. McLovin gets one. But it's just Mom versus Astra.
I'll find you. Bring them down.
Does catch one. But now it's just going to keep an eye on the spike.
Bring them down.
Just have to keep an eye and wait for Astra to make a move. But gets headshot, and another round will go to Saint Xavier. I think Mom blinked first. So that is going to be 6 rounds in a row for Saint Xavier. Marietta is going to be able to full buy, but at this point, they have to get something here. We see they have 3 ultimates. Meanwhile, Saint Xavier has 4 ultimates to use. So since there's only 2 rounds left before the role swap, I would expect several ultimates being popped this time. We're already going to see the KO ult being out and the rocket launcher from Rays. Wave takes a hit, but Mom's going to get a great headshot onto Rays. Wave taking down one as well. Gets in the fight with KO, but does win that fight. Wave will reload.
One enemy remaining.
And Wave gets a 3K. But Spence is going to get the killing blow. And Marietta just collapses on Saint Xavier to take the round.
Last round before the switch.
And they didn't use a single ult for that. So this is the last round before the swap. So we'll see. Marietta will be able to full buy. Can they utilize their ults to try to get another round? That way, I mean, 4-8 is much better than 3-9 going into offense. So right now, Saint Xavier, Marietta is going to be looking at an aggressive push. And McLovin gets a quick pick, but Spence is going to get one. McLovin's going to take... So right now, it is a 3 down for Saint Xavier. And McLovin's going to pop that ultimate just to zone out the rest of Saint Xavier. But that was a great play there by the Pioneers to catch Saint Xavier off guard. They do eat up a lot of the clock and trying to spot out where Saint Xavier is, and they still have 2 ultimates to use.
I'll find you.
But Mom gets taken down. And we're gonna see.
One enemy remaining.
And now the Cypher ult is going to be used. And actually, Weenie Jr. does take down Cypher. And grenades get taken out. Cypher is able to take the... actually, no, it's not able to take the spike. The spike's right there. I'm sorry. Although, Weenie Jr. gets taken down, so it's just Wave and McLovin that's left. So right now, it's just a matter of Just delaying the clock. 13 seconds left. And I think Marietta will be able to hold this if they don't get taken out. But you know what? McLovin's just going to get the kill anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. So it is now 4-8. Marietta's on offense. They do much better on offense than we've seen for the past several games, not just this one, but in previous matches. So even though it doesn't look great, we'll see if Marietta can use that momentum to try to get back into this game on offense. But it is going to be the pistol round. This is going to be important because if Saint Xavier takes this, then it could be 4-10. But as we said before, Marietta has been in a position where it was 5-12 match point, and they're able to take 9 rounds in a row.
You can't keep doing the same things.
Even McLovin's saying the right thing. Can't do the same things. But Marietta is going to be looking at site B.
Cover going out.
And a lot of smokes are going to be coming out, but Marietta's going to fall back because of the Astra smokes. And it looks like Mom's already taking some damage, but going to get healed up by Spence. But they're going to throw out their own. They actually are going to wait a little bit. McLovin goes down, but Wave is going to take down one.
Not ready yet. Our carrier is dead.
Spence is going to fall.
Spike down B.
Shadows traveling.
And Mom's going to go down, so it's just Wave and Weenie Hut Jr. They do get the spike planted. Now it's a 4v2.
Last player standing.
And they do get a kill, but it's not going to be enough. Saint Xavier will take it. So it is now 4-9. So Saint Xavier is just 4 rounds away from taking this to a map 3. And Marietta is going to have to econ this one. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be eyeing site A for this one. We're going to kind of keep an eye on the middle. Right now, McLovin and Wave are just kind of using their abilities as kind of cover, while the rest of the Pioneers are trying to rotate over to Site B. Actually, kind of rotate as a group. And Wave gets taken down by the Boom Buddy. And we're going to see a lot of abilities being used. But Marietta not having a whole lot of luck. Junior tries to move in, but gets taken down. And Pioneers just fall one by one. And it was a flawless round for Saint Xavier. But Marietta will be able to full buy, but Saint Xavier just needs 3 rounds to get into map 3. So Marietta needs to start making some adjustments. McLovin gets 2 down right away, and Saint Xavier gets punished for their aggression. Although Weenie Hut Jr. is going to get taken down. And Saint Xavier is looking to pinch, but it's just the Sage that's left. So Marietta gets the spike. I think they can hear the footsteps. And Wave is going to be able to finish off Sage, and Marietta gets the round, only losing 1 there. They took some hits, but they are up. And that's what they're going to need to try to get back into this. So they're going to be able to full buy once again. I mean, we've seen a similar differential last week when it was 5-12. The only difference now, it is 5-10. So we'll see if the Pioneers want to close this out. If they want to take this championship, they're going to have to fight their way for it. They're going to try to keep an eye on the middle there, using smokes and walls. So a lot of fighting's going on in the middle. But here Junior gets caught, taken down, and so does Spence. A lot of damage, and Marietta's getting pinched. So a flawless round for Saint Xavier. I don't know what the Pioneers were thinking, because they were surrounded by several angles. And that's going to force kind of a partial buy for Marietta. And meanwhile, Saint Xavier's econ is looking very good.
Yeah.
And they even have 2 ultimates ready to go. And I think we're going to see the Odin coming out for Mom. So we'll see if that plays a factor in the game.
You.
Yeah, Junior is just kind of look up ahead.
Satchel up.
Yeah, Junior takes a hit, has to fall back.
Blinding.
And Wave takes down 1. And takes down the other, although Mom falls, so it's now a 4v3. Marietta does have the advantage, so they're going to rotate over to Site B.
Seconds left.
Doven pops the bot in case anyone tries to flank from there. Now Marietta has 20 seconds, should have plenty of time to plant. And they will get that spike planted. Now the question is, can they hold this? This is a very important round for the Pioneers. Weenia Jr. gets taken down. McLovin gets 1. Takes down 2, falls himself. And everyone goes down except for Astra, who will have plenty of time to defuse. So it is now going to be map point for Saint Xavier. It's 5-12. We have seen this before. Saint Xavier is going to be able to full buy, and they still have the Cypher ult. Marietta has 2 ults ready, and Marietta will not be able to full buy here.
Checking the situation.
So they are gonna have to make some big plays if they want to come back in this. We've seen this before, but it is going to be an uphill battle. The suppression dagger comes out, and Marietta is blind and has to fall and seek cover. Grenade goes out, throws out the smoke. Teleports back, and Wade takes down 1, but 2 of the Pioneers already fall. And Spence is going to fall, so Wade's going to use his ultimate to teleport. But it's just Wave and Weenie Hut Jr. Wave catches the Sage. So now the Cypher all comes up. Weenie Hut Jr. takes down Cypher. So now it's 2v2, 45 seconds remain. And Wave just walks by undetected thanks to that smoke.
30 seconds
I have the
left.
spike.
Yeah, Junior takes the spike but has to fall back.
Last player
And it's just going to be Weenie Hut Jr. takes down. And
Defenders
we're going to
win.
see that Saint Xavier will take this to a map 3, 13-5. So that one was a little bit more dominated by Saint Xavier playing the way they did several weeks ago. Wave finishing 23-13-5, but then it was, if you look at the combat scores, it was 4 of Saint Xavier next on the list. But a lot of that just came down to a 6-round streak while they were on offense and just being able to finish off while they were on defense 5-1. So we're going to probably take another break. The next map will be Ascent, but this is going to be it. One map that will decide everything. So don't go away. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. We are getting things set up for Ascent. So here we go. This is it. One map to decide it all. And Marietta will be on defense once again, starting off. And Marietta's already coming up with their composition. It's like Mom is going to be bringing out the Fade again. Wave bringing out Omen. We need Hunter to bring out Killjoy. Spence bringing out the Jet. So similar composition to what we saw in map 1, except this time McLovin is bringing out KO. And we're going to see almost a mirror composition. The only difference is the Sova's coming out for Saint Xavier instead of the Fade. So, all right. This is it, folks. If you think the Pioneers can clinch this out, give them your energy. Because whoever takes this will take the NACE Starleague Varsity Plus Divisional Championship. It is interesting that Marietta started off on defense in all 3 of these maps. So we will see how Marietta will handle the their defenses here. Something they've been struggling with all night. And we're going to see Saint Xavier looking to go all in on Site B, it seems like. But Marietta's got quite a few gadgets in place. Mom is already ready to throw out some stuff. Smokes are coming out. So they're going to see that they get spotted. So now Marietta's kind of waiting for things to clear out a little bit. But St. Xavier's going to go right in and take the site. So now Marietta's going to try to retake it. Winnie Hunt Jr. gets hit with a headshot by the Jet. But Wave, it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. But Mom's going to go down too. Spence gets 1, but it's still a 2v3. And Marietta doesn't have a whole lot of time. So they're going to have to go in quickly. McLovin gets 1.
Last player standing.
And McLovin will go down, and St. Xavier will take that first round. Spike does go off, but none of the remaining from St. Xavier go down. But now St. Xavier's going to have the power play. And Marietta will be forced to econ.
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade. Turn out.
You see the turrets are coming out, but seems like St. Xavier will be looking at Site A this time. Spence is going to fall back. Wave does get suppressed, so he has to wait just a little bit before he can use his abilities. And Spence and McLovin do go down.
Spike planted.
Wave trying to get a headshot, but not able to find it. So it's just Mom and Winnie Hunt Jr. that's left. Mom takes a bunch of hits and is going to go down, so it's just Winnie Hunt Jr. remaining. And it's going to be a flawless round for St. Xavier, which is going to put them in a pretty good spot. Marietta will be able to full buy in this round. But St. Xavier is going to make sure they have their full armor ready to go. And Spence is going to go with a little bit of a high-risk play. Going for that op. And not invest in any shields. This is going to be a critical round for the Pioneers. Spence is going to try to look for an opportunity to get a pick, but he's going to get caught and taken down and punished. And that was, I mean, I don't know if it just was communicated that all of them were there. McLovin should not have gone in. So that might have been a costly mistake.
Spike planted.
And Wave is going to take down the door. I think he spotted the Killjoy. Mom gets a headshot onto Jet. And it's just Wave that's left because Killjoy was able to get the 2K, so it's 1v3. I don't know if there's really a whole lot that Wave can do. Gets the headshot on KO. Gets another headshot. And gets all of them. But he's just not gonna have enough time, so he might as well just kind of save. I don't know if he'll live through that. No, he does not. He tried. So Wave was able to take down several and has his ultimate ready to go, but it is still going to be in another round for Saint Xavier, so Marietta is going to have to partial buy, which is not what they need because being down 0-4 is going to, it's a problem. Now we do see that Jet does have an ultimate ready as well. So we'll see if they utilize that early on. So Saint Xavier is going to be going inside A. Spence gets spotted.
Cover going out.
And Mom's going to get taken down. Wave takes down the Jet, but he's going to go down, so will Spence. So it's just two.
Player standing.
And all the Pioneers do go down, and the round will go to Saint Xavier. So now it is 4-0, and the momentum is all Saint Xavier at this point. So despite the fact that Saint Xavier went down in the first map, came back strong in the second game, and we are seeing that they're coming back even stronger in the third one. Now Marietta is able to full buy, but this is a critical round. We can see that their econ is struggling. So not only do they need to win this round, but they need to try to not, just try to minimize deaths, I guess. And Spence gets a good pick onto Omen and going to dash out of there.
You should run.
And now the Killjoy ultimate is going to be used. Spence gets another. So he already takes down 2. So he's going to try to dash away and gets out of there in time. Wave getting 1, but gets taken down while reloading. Spence with the 3K and the 4K. And Marietta will take that round, only losing Wave. So that was a huge round there for Spence, and that's exactly what Marietta needs to get back in the game. Their econ is pretty stable now, so if they can get another couple of rounds, we're right back in this. And we're going to see that Saint Xavier used the Killjoy ult there, but Spence does have his ult available if he wants to use it. And Spence is going to use that ult right away. And Wave's going to get a pick on the Omen, but gets down to 11 health, stays alive, and going to fall back. But McLovin's going to go down. But Mom's going to be able to get the refrag. Spence will dash away. We see Wave sitting at 11 HP. He is just a one sneeze away from going down. It's looking like Saint Xavier is going to try to rotate over to Site A. And a KO ult is going to be coming out for Saint Xavier. And Wave is going to go down. I mean, he only got just a few hit points left, so...
Spike planted.
So now it's going to be up to the rest of the team to try to retake this. And Spence is going to be looking to take down the door. But Marietta is going to have to move in. And Mom's going to take down one. Spence takes down one. And actually, Spence takes down two. And Marietta will be able to defuse the spike.
My ult is ready. Push a button. Save the day.
And now Mom's ult is ready to go for the next round. So Marietta's econ is in really good shape. I mean, Spence has a lot of credits just because of how well he's been playing. So Marietta will be able to full buy. Saint Xavier is going to have to mostly full buy. But let's see if Marietta can get a couple of rounds here. Because like I said, this is for the championship. Whoever takes this map will take it all.
I'll find you.
Mom throws out the haunt, and it does get immediately taken out, so Mom knows that someone's over there. Takes a small hit. Trying to shoot through the smoke, but did not catch him. But Spence gets a huge hit onto Sova, takes him down. But Saint Xavier is going to be looking to drop the spike. And McLovin takes down Killjoy. And the Fade Ult comes out for Mom. But Weenie Jr. goes down. McLovin takes that one, but Spence falls. McLovin takes down Spence. And everyone from Saint Xavier is down, so Marietta will be able to defuse. And Marietta gets another round. So we are seeing that momentum swinging back into the Pioneers' favor. Econs are still pretty stable on both sides. Although, actually, no, I'm incorrect. Saint Xavier is going to have to do like an econ partial buy. So this is Marietta's opportunity to tie the game. They do have the KO ult. But we see that Jet has ultimate ready to go. I don't think Jet's popped that just yet.
Get out of my way.
But we're going to see that Jet ult coming out immediately. Spence is suppressed. And gets a huge hit on the Omen through the smoke. Throws out a smoke himself. Tries to fire through the smoke. Doesn't get anyone else. But that was a huge play there for the Pioneers. And Spence gets another. And then another. And everyone's going down. And Marietta ties it up with a huge play there by Spence and Wave. Oh my goodness. You can hear the I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard the hype from Derek across the room there. But now Marietta has taken 4 rounds in a row. But Saint Xavier is going to be able to full buy. So it is still going to be a huge round. Marietta's econ is in good shape. But they do not have any ultimates available just yet. Sova does have his ult. And Saint Xavier is looking at Site B. Weenie Jr. is going to get detected. Mom has to fall back. Weenie Jr. does get a great headshot onto Jet. But Saint Xavier is going to be looking to plant. And they are going to get the plant off. So now it's up to Marietta to retake. Goes out the flashbang. Wave takes down one. Goes down 1 for 1. It's a 3-2. Mom takes down 1, so it's just the Omen that's left. And Wave takes him down. Weenie Hut Jr. starts defusing. And the Pioneers will take the lead.
No, you don't deserve.
Is everyone's tech still working? Double check it, please.
So we can hear that momentum, and the timeout is being called early by Saint Xavier. So they know they're going to have to talk things over. So Marietta has definitely gotten into Saint Xavier's heads. So we're looking here, Wave at 12-5-2, Spence at 10-6-1. Marietta going to be able to full buy. Econ in really good shape. We'll see what Saint Xavier's going to do. They do have 2 ultimates available. KO ult is available. Sova's ult is available. But still, forcing a timeout this early on is definitely a good sign for the Pioneers. So if they can get into Saint Xavier's minds, then they may be able to close out. And that's exactly what happened against Missouri State last week, where that 9-round streak, a lot of it was just getting into Missouri State's heads. So if Marietta can do the same thing here, and then they'll be able to close out. But I'm going to guess they called out the timeout just to get a breather in, to reset. But let's see if Marietta can keep this momentum. But it looks like Saint Xavier maybe kind of partial buying here. I don't know if that's really a full buy with the weapons they're getting.
Placing swarm grenade.
So now Saint Xavier. Spence tries to go for the play. Wave does get blind, has to fall back. KO comes out, but a huge kill there by Wave, taking out 1. Spence is taking a lot of damage himself, though Wave doesn't falling. Spence gets picked off. So the rest of the Pioneers are looking to collapse. And the Killjoy ult is going to be coming out, as well as the Sova ult.
Spike planted.
McLovin gets blinded, but Mom is there to take down the KO. Weenie Hut Jr. gets a great pick, but McLovin goes down, so it's a 2v3.
Last player standing.
Jr. gets one, does not get the other, though, and Saint Xavier will take that round. So they came rushing in, popping several of their ultimates. And we're going to see even McLovin popped his. So now it is tied up. And Mom may have... Is Mom going to have to econ? Now, see, yeah, Weenie Hut Jr. gave a weapon and was able to buy one. So everyone's going to have full weapons.
Placing swarm grenade.
But this is still a very important round. Tied up 5 apiece. One's waiting very patiently. Spence is looking for any opportunities. Fires the shot, but doesn't get the Omen. Fires another shot, doesn't quite get it. And Mom takes down Sova. And McLovin takes down Killjoy, but is going to fall to the other KO. So it's now 3v3.
Spike planted.
The spike does get planted. Weenie Hut Jr. is going to get suppressed. So now it's going to be up to the rest of the team to try to retake. And Wave is going to take down the KO. But Weenie Hut Jr. is going to fall.
Cover going out.
One enemy remaining.
Spence takes down 1. So it's 1v1. Wave gets the kill, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. So Saint Xavier is going to get the round, even though Marietta got all the kills. And that's just one of those things where once things, once that spike is planted, you are on the clock. You have to book it over there and be ready to take it quickly. So Saint Xavier has taken 2 rounds in a row. So this is a critical round. Marietta does have 3 ultimates available, trying to give each other the weapons they need. But let's see if Marietta can tie this up going into offense, because that would put them in a really good position. Spence gets a very quick pick onto Omen. So despite being suppressed, he went in there like a boss and took him down. Spence is just kind of throwing some cover fire, but will fall back. We see McLovin checking to see if Saint Xavier rotates. Spence takes down 1.
You should run.
And we're going to see that Killjoy ult coming out. Spence gets blinded, will fall back.
Can't use that.
And we're going to see Wave does get suppressed, but he's going to just hide in the cover. Fade ult comes out, and Wave and Spence are going to take down several. So it's just the KO that's left. And he takes down almost everyone, but Mom and Whitney Hill Jr. will defuse, and Marietta will tie this up going into offense.
I'll find you.
And that is a really good position for them, because they do play offense much better. So it is now tied up 6-6. You can't get much closer than this, folks. It has been 1 game apiece, and now it's tied up 6 rounds each. So we are just a few rounds away from declaring the champion of this division in the NACE Starleague Varsity Plus, well, whatever this division is. But it has been back and forth, and we are dead even. So now can Marietta close this out? It is going to be an important couple of rounds here that they can get that momentum, because if they can get into St. Xavier's heads, they can't call a timeout. They've already burned their timeout for the map. You see the Omen smoke coming out. Tries to make a play, but doesn't catch anyone. But Spence is going to be looking to move in. And Spence is going to get taken down, but McLovin's going to get one, but we know Junior's going to fall. But 3 of the Pioneers get taken down. I don't know what they were trying to do. I think they were just trying to force a play. And that's kind of the mistake that we saw before, was if the play isn't going well, they kind of stuck to it, and it was just a critical mistake.
Shadows traveling.
So now we're going to see Mom kind of rotating over, but he gets taken down by Killjoy, so it's just Wave that's left. He gets 1, but it's still a 3v1. And he's going to get taken down, and St. Xavier will take the lead. So that is going to get St. Xavier the advantage going into this one. So Marietta will just completely econ this round, while St. Xavier is going to try to buy a bunch of stuff.
Knife deployed.
Oven's going to throw out that suppression dagger. But they're going to be looking at the middle.
Our carrier is dead.
And Spence gets taken down. Now Marietta's going to have to rotate. And there's not going to be a whole lot that Marietta can do when they just have their pistols. Winnie Hut Jr. and Mom go down, so it's just McLovin that's left. And it's going to be a flawless round for Saint Xavier. So now Marietta will be able to full buy, but this is going to be critical. It is 6-8. It was tied up going into here. So now can Marietta pull this out?
Turret out.
It looks like Spence is not going to be able to buy any armor.
One suppressed.
So the Silva is going to get spotted. Marietta's taking their time on this one. They know how important this round is. Less than a minute to go, and Marietta's going to have to make a move. They can't just stay where they're at, because right now it looks like Saint Xavier is not doing anything. The wave is going to be moving forward.
Shadows traveling.
Going to throw out the smoke. Throws out 2 smokes. It's going to teleport from behind, but he's going to get caught. McLovin goes down, but Wave is going to be able to take down the Killjoy. And that's going to signal to the rest of Saint Xavier to move in.
30
So
seconds
Marietta has
left.
30 seconds. Mom is trying to plant and does get the plant off. But Spence is going to get taken down. But Winnie Hut Jr. is going to take down one. Wave is going to fall though. So it's just Mom and Winnie Hut Jr. remaining.
Player standing.
And Mom goes down and St. Xavier will be able to defuse.
Gun here.
And then they just need to finish up the other half of defusing. So they will get that round. So now we'll see if Marietta can buy, but now Marietta's going to be calling it a timeout because that was 3 rounds in a row. So looks like Derek is going to be calling that timeout to talk things over with the team because we are at a very important point in this match with St. Xavier up 9-6. They just need a couple rounds, and Marietta is going to have to rethink their strategy of how they're going to end. I'm going to guess that Marietta's mental is going down a little bit. So this is the perfect opportunity to pop that. We saw that with St. Xavier earlier where their coach called a timeout. So I'm going to guess that James Grump is doing the same thing here to try to give everyone a chance to reset, give them a pep talk, and try to find their way back into this championship. But with that, that's all of the timeouts for this game. So no more timeouts can be used. So Marietta is going to have to partial buy this round.
Placing sentry.
So see Smoke's going to be coming out, trying to deny Jet's vision. Meanwhile, Love is going to be peeking through. And Spence is going to go down, but so will McLovin, and so will Weenie Hut Jr. So it's just Mom and Wave that's left. And with the spike down, there's not going to be much that Wave or Mom can do. They're going to have to just find picks.
Last player standing.
And it's just Wave that's standing. Wave gets one, but does not get the other, and that's going to be another round for Saint Xavier. So Marietta will be able to full buy this time. But this is probably going to be the game right here, if I'm honest. Because if Marietta cannot get this round, then that's going to put Saint Xavier 11. They'll have to econ the next one. And that's going to put their backs very much against the wall. So Marietta's going pretty much all out. Wave is not going to do a full buy. And Mom gets taken out immediately. Spence gets the refrag. And Wave is going to pop the ultimate to teleport from behind. And Marietta's going to be closing the doors and start planting. And they do get the spike down. So it's a 1-for-1.
Cover going out.
He's going to be throwing out the smoke. Wave takes down the KO. Spots the Killjoy, but does not get it down. But Spence gets one down. So it's a 3v2. But Spence is not going to get down. McLovin goes down, but I think they delayed long enough.
One suppressed. Flashbang.
Throws out the flashbang, but going to get out of there. Weenie Hut Jr. is going to take one for the team to make sure it doesn't get defused. And Marietta takes a much needed round. I cannot emphasize how much they needed to take that to be able to stay alive in here. So that was huge to be able to pull that off. But Wave is not going to be able to full buy it. Actually, Marietta Mace, despite the fact they won the round, are they going to have to econ here? It looks like most of them are going to full buy. But Spence is going to have to econ. Although Spence doesn't need to because he's going to use his ultimate instead. I should have realized he was going to do that. But now it's a matter of can he utilize that ult. And Wave gets a pick onto Killjoy. Spence is going to fall back. But Wave gets picked off in the middle. I think the Sova got spotted. And takes down Weenie Hut Jr. and McLovin. But he does go down to Mom, but it's still a 2v3. So both Jets are now using their ultimates. So Mom will get the spike planted, but it is now going to be a little bit of a challenge to try to retake this. It may be a battle of the Odins here.
Blocking sight. Face your fear.
And the Fade Ult is going to come out to catch several. But Mom and Spence do go down. And that means that Saint Xavier will be able to take that round. So they are just 2 rounds away from taking the championship. And this is going to be a problem for the Pioneers because they have to econ this round. So I think they're going to allow Saint Xavier to go to match point, but then they're going to have to take several rounds in a row to be able to take the series.
Time for a field test.
And in fact, Mom buys an op, but that is it. And I'm going to guess Saint Xavier is going to try to conserve their ultimate so they can use it when it's match point. Wave does get suppressed. McLovin gets taken down, and so does Wave. And the Sova ult's going to be coming out. So it's just Mom that's left. And it is going to be a flawless round for Saint Xavier.
Match point.
But this is it. Marietta will full buy. But now they're going to have to win every single round to take this match. It is almost a repeat of what we saw last week. It's just now it's 7-12 instead of 5-12. And the difference is, to be frank, Saint Xavier is a much better team than Missouri State.
They are mine.
So Mom is going, or not just Mom, but everyone on the team is going to have to play very smart and not get picked off early. We see Mom with the Oda, and McLovin gets picked off immediately, which is not what you want to see.
Shadows traveling. Stealing sight.
We're going to try to throw out the smoke. Does take down the Jet.
Shadows.
So that is going to be a huge play. Meanwhile, the rest of the Pioneers are going to move forward, but Wave does go down. And it's just Wave and Mom, and that's going to be it.
Defenders win.
And unfortunately, Saint Xavier will clutch it out and will take the series 13-7. So Marietta gave it everything they had, but it just was not enough to take down Saint Xavier. They performed a lot better in the first map, and they were starting to see some signs going into the third one, but Saint Xavier was able to hang on and just put Marietta into too many econ rounds, so they had to give up quite a bit. But that is going to be it for today, so congratulations to Saint Xavier for winning. I mean, the fact that the Pioneers did make it to the finals does say something, but that is going to be it for us today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget that on Sunday, we will have our 12-hour live stream for the longest day to support Alzheimer's Association. So we do hope that you'll come back to join us there and help support a great cause. But for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. As I said earlier, even though the season has concluded, we still have some things planned for the summer, at least some things we would like to do. So please be sure to follow us on social media for whenever we do those things. Shout outs again to HyperX and Over the Moon for their support. Thank you all for your follows. Thank you all for your subscriptions. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good night.